guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to Queen B's community. Welcome to Queen B's channel. For the sake of those who are new to my channel, for the benefit of those who have just clicked onto this video, I say I've been around doing social work for 12 years. I'm a practice educator, a practice supervisor in social work. I've done my postgraduate qualification in management, and I feel it's very important that I share ideas with students, newly qualified, and people who are new into social work. Hence, I've opened this community. And so if you are a student, a newly qualified, someone who wants to join social work profession, or you are basically interested in social work related topics, then join the community and let's share ideas together. In today's video, guys, I want to talk to you about Social Work England in relation to the C.P.D. because I'm getting some questions from lovely people out there, questions about what is the C.P.D. in social work, how do we record our C.P.D., and what is the governing body of a social worker here in UK. So this is what the video is about. Going to talk about Social Work England, and I'm going to explain to the best of my ability the C.P.D. in social work. So, who regulates social workers here in UK? Who is the governing body of a social worker here in UK? Social work is a profession that is being regulated by a governing body, and the governing body is called Social Work England. Social Work England is governing social work profession here in UK. You cannot call yourself a social worker without being registered with Social Work England. It's the expectation, it's a mandatory requirement that you register with Social Work England. Once you qualify as a social worker here, once you finish your social work program here in UK, then you have to go online and register. And once you register, they give you a PIN number, and that PIN number qualifies you to work as a social worker. When you are looking for a job, the organization will require you to put your registration number, your PIN number on the application form, because without that, they are not expected to take you on. They will break the law, the rule to employ you as a social worker without having a registration from Social Work England. I want to say that you can be struck off by Social Work England if you are not following the ethics, the code of conduct that every social worker here in UK needs to abide by it. Social Work England has specified code of conduct, code of ethics that every social worker needs to regulate, needs to abide, needs to follow. And if you're not following those code of ethics, then you come out from the register and you cannot call yourself a social worker here in UK. So how do you register as a social worker here in UK? Like I said, when you go on Google, on the social media, and you type in Social Work England register, it will come up. Information, their website will come up, and you'll be able to register over there. They have a phone number that you can call them as well if you have any questions. They have an email address. I'll put their link on my description box here, so check it out if you have any questions about how to register as a social worker here in the UK. Any specific question relating to social work, you can call them, you can email them, you can text them, and they will be able to answer to you as much as possible. So what is the registration processes here in UK in terms of social work? So as far as I know, you have to register with Social Work England. The deadline is in November, I think the 30th of November, but they always says on their website that it's good for you to register on time. So what is the C.P.D. stand for here in UK? C.P.D. is a continuous professional development. How do you develop yourself as a practitioner? How do you develop yourself as a social worker? It's about research, it's about undertaking training, it's about peer mentoring, it's about coaching, it's about you yourself taking the initiative to seek supervision, to ask for advice, to ask for directions. That is part of your development, that is part of the expectation as a social worker. This is not what I'm saying. This is what Social Work England is saying. The C.P.D. is ongoing professional development. Social work is ongoing professional development. When you come into social work, you don't know it well. For me, I always says that what I know in social work is less than what I don't know. So I'm always reading and researching and updating my knowledge. This YouTube channel that I'm doing is helping me out because at the moment I'm even doing more research. I'm always refreshing my understanding because people are asking me so much questions about social work, and I need to be up to date with what is going on so I can enhance the knowledge of the student that I come in contact with. So social work is ongoing professional development. If you are somebody that doesn't like to learn, if you are somebody that doesn't want to attend training, if you are somebody that doesn't want to do research, then I am afraid social work will not be for you because the expectation is for you to be reading all the time. Not all the time, like every day you are reading, but you need to be reading some sort of article, research work to help you understand what is going on. There's always updated version of the legislations, policies, and procedure that is going on. So you need to keep yourself up to date so you can know, so you can be able to work in an anti-oppressive manner, anti-discriminating manner. You can be able to know what is going on so you can also give the right information to the client that you're working with. You can be able to learn social work more effectively here in UK. So I would say the emphasis on the CPD is about ongoing professional development. It's your responsibility as a social worker. It's your responsibility as a student. Even I encourage my students when they come on placement to engage in a lot of training, a lot of workshop, because it's part and parcel of the requirement of a social worker to continue to develop themselves. And that is what the CPD is all about. So the requirement is that before you register, you need to evidence that you have met the CPD requirement. So you write a report like a statement to show how you have been able to meet the CPD. So maybe perhaps the training that you have gone to, if it stands out for you, if you learn something out of it, then you can use it as your CPD, your evidence. If you have done any research work, if you have been engaged in mentoring and coaching, and it has helped you to develop, and it have even create awareness of you, the areas that you need to develop on, then you can write it as like a statement. It's a form of reflection, reflecting on your career, reflecting on what you have done so far since the last registration, and reflecting on what you need to do more to help you to develop your skills and knowledge in social work. In social work, ongoing professional development involves reflections. I'm going to do a whole lot of video and talk to you about the importance of reflection. What are the models of reflection that you need to? But believe me or not, reflection is one of the core requirements when you come into social work. You have to be doing reflections to help you identify areas that you are good at, identify areas that you are not so good at, you are struggling with. And then you create a strategic plan that will help you to develop on the areas that you are not so good at. And supervision helps you to unpick those areas that you are struggling with. And your manager, your supervisor, if you're a student, your practice educator, if you're a student, can help you unpick and put a plan, a strategic plan in place to help you develop. Without supervision, I wouldn't have been able to talk to you guys because through supervision, I was able to know that my confidence level was low. Through supervision, I was able to know that I have to develop myself as a practitioner in terms of my confidence. So I had to work so hard to develop on my confidence. And lo and behold, look at me now create a community of social workers here on YouTube, and I'm talking to you. I would maybe last year or 2 years ago, if you have told me that Queen V Victoria, you coming on social media platform to talk to people, I would say, no, I can't do it. I'm too shy, I'm afraid, and I'm scared of what people will say. So social work itself is ongoing professional development. You always need to engage and learn and develop your confidence in social work. So, guys, I hope I have explained myself properly to those of you who have been asking me questions about the CPD in relation to Social Work England. I hope I've also explained the role of a Social Work England to you guys. But in a nutshell, Social Work England regulates social workers here in UK. Don't forget that the deadline is in November. Every November, you need to register to Social Work England. and renew your PIN number, your registration number. The payment is £90 when you want to register. So, and also they advise people that you need to perhaps on regular basis be writing up your CPD, your evidence. So when the time comes, you are not rushing, then you have all the evidence. What I do is every month I try to do some sort of reflection. I've created a folder on my own personal computer. So every month, whatever has stood up for me in that particular month, I will reflect on it and I will save it up. So come November, when I'm about, or October ideally, when I'm about to register, I compile the reflection logs and I create it to suit the requirement for the CPD. If you have any question for me, please put them in the comment section for me. If I'm able to answer, why not? I will answer as much as possible for you guys. If there's something that I have missed, I didn't cover, and you know it, please put them in the comment section. Let's share ideas together. Share my videos to people that you think will benefit from it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so and you are interested in social work related topics. If you are not interested, share it to someone who you think is interested and will benefit from educational videos, inspirational videos, and motivational videos about social work. Something that will build their confidence up if they want to come into social work. I want to thank those who are supporting me, those who are encouraging me, giving me thumbs up on my videos, commenting on my videos. I say God richly bless you all, and thank you so much for your encouragement, the love that you guys are showing to me on social media platforms, being on TikTok, being on Facebook, and being on YouTube, and even on Instagram as well. I want to end by saying your dreams and aspiration can come true. You never know, but one thing you need to do is to work hard towards your dreams and your aspiration, and also you have inner strength in you. Feel empowered, and obviously there are challenges, there are difficulties, but focus on the positives in your life and push yourself out there. And one day, you never know, you'll be able to achieve your dreams and your aspiration. Take care of yourself. See you on my next video, and bye.